Hi guys, and welcome to the channel. An amazing thing has happened. A very amazing thing. Japan's third largest financial institution, Mizuho, has just said some interestingly, fascinatingly intelligent things. Now, why is it that Wall Street has no idea what they're talking about? And yet, this Japanese financial institution seems to know exactly what they're talking about and to have done their research. I'm shocked. Honestly, I'm legitimately shocked. Now, guys, I know many of you call me a Tesla fanboy. Some of you call me a BYD fanboy. I don't know how I can be both of those, but apparently I am. However, remember, I don't believe that just Tesla and BYD will succeed. Now, shockingly, I also believe GM will succeed. I also believe NIO will. I also believe XPeng will. And I also believe Renault are likely to succeed. Yep, mainstream car makers will succeed, as well as dedicated battery car makers. Now, I only picked the car makers there that are going to go full EV. Another one's Mini. Full EV very, very soon. Now, what are Mizuho saying? They're saying that they see a bull case scenario for Tesla taking a 10% market share of the entire global auto market by 2030. Now, I don't see that as a bull market prediction. I see 10% as a very likely prediction. In fact, my bull market prediction is 15%, and my low case prediction is 10%. But it's good to see a big company like this actually showing some intelligence. Now, Mizuho reiterated its buy rating on Tesla after pointing to strong battery electric vehicle sales trends. Guys, that's what matters, the trends. Now, since 2010 to 2021, EV market has actually doubled every year. No one is talking about this. Why? I don't know. It's doubled every year. I'm serious, guys. Look at the numbers. It took a long time for us to get to 1%. That's because it was at whatever it was, 0.01. Back when Tesla really started getting things happening, and also did Nissan with the Nissan Leaf, until in 2020 we got to 4%. In 2019 we're at 2%. Now, I don't believe this will continue to happen. I don't believe we'll continue to see Moore's Law affect the sales of EVs, but we will see complete market dominance of EVs by 2030. I believe the market will be 100% EV by 2030. It's going to happen a lot quicker than people think. And obviously, Mizuho agree. Now, Mizuho also say that Tesla is noted to be the BEV market share leader globally with a 24% market share in Q1. They said total BEV penetration is at 7.4% in Europe and 7% in China, while the US lags at 2%. The up-and-comers still face challenges with Volkswagen sales lagging, while GM appears to be getting traction from its $5,000 Hongwan Mini EV in China. Now, guys, what a car that is. The $5,000, if you don't know about it, you need to know. The $5,000 Hongwan Mini EV in China, it's actually a quadricycle, but it looks like a car. It works like a car, so let's just call it a car. Now, the thing is selling like crazy. It's selling as many as they can possibly make, very similar to Model 3 and Model Y, in that they can't make enough of them. And this is the car I believe is going to change the world more than any other car in the history of cars. Yep, more than any Ford Model T or any other vehicle that's come in the last 100 years. A $5,000 EV is exactly what the world needs. It's exactly what India needs. It's what Bangladesh needs. It's what Africa needs. It's what Asia needs. It's what the majority of the people living on this planet need. This car is for sale now, guys. There is not a petrol equivalent. It doesn't exist. It does not exist. This is the car that will change the world. Now, guys, I've got a few videos about it, so if you don't know about the details of this car, have a look at those details. Now, I'm not saying it's going to be some huge profit maker it's actually a joint venture partnership between GM and SAIC, but it is extremely important for the global population. Mizuho says they believe Tesla will gain further traction in the EV market, leaving OEMs and new EV entrants behind with superior battery and AD technology. Now, they see Tesla as achieving over a 10% share in global automotive market if everything goes to plan. Now, Mizuho's base case price target on Tesla is $820 for this year, but they are very, very bullish about their future profitability and about them having 10% global market share of the entire automotive industry by 2030. Now guys, over the past few years, the transition to electrification in passenger vehicles has accelerated greatly, mostly due to Tesla's mainstream success as an automaker. The company's influence on the global automotive market has been insane and obviously disruptive. It has caused OEMs like GM, Ford, Volkswagen, and guys, every single OEM has completely changed their plans because of Tesla. Every single one. Tell me one that hasn't changed their plans solely because of Tesla. They forced everybody to pivot. Some of them have decided, like Toyota, to do a little mini pivot, and others, like Volkswagen, to do a big pivot. Now, instead of choosing to focus on purchasing combustion engines, these legacy automotive companies are opting for battery cells instead of ICE. In some cases, making lofty, but I think insufficient manufacturing goals that obviously hint towards everything going fully electric by, in my belief, 2030, and in many car makers' beliefs, by 2040 at the latest. Now, guys, what Tesla has done so far has been very impressive, but the real magic is yet to come. And I honestly believe Elon has planned for where Tesla will be by 2030 exactly the same way as he planned for where they would be by 2020. Now, if you don't know, Tesla has followed their grand plan that they established in 2010 almost to the T. In fact, if you look at Tesla's plan that they released in 2010, it's quite spectacular the way that they have actually followed through and delivered that plan. In fact, it's almost bafflingly insane the way they were able to deliver that, considering what they were 10 years ago and considering what EVs were 10 years ago, which was truly nothing. Now, guys, the analyst from Mizuho that made this prediction is called Vijay Rakesh. Now, Vijay is actually ranked on tip ranks, and he's ranked 93 out of 7,551 analysts based on his returns. So he's clearly in the top 1% of analysts on tip ranks. He's got a pretty damn good reputation to go with and track record to go with. So Rakesh has a pretty damn good track record. He's got an average return of 26.3% and a success rate of 70%. Pretty good numbers if you ask me. And I mean, being in the top 1% of analysts is not something to take lightly. Thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.